My church forced a woman on me. I was 40, single but not session. I was just waiting for the right time. But to my church, my singleness at that age was a problem and they felt it needed fixing. I never told my pastor or any elder of the church that I had an issue with my situation. But one Sunday, I was called to step forward at the altar to be prayed for. They said I needed deliverance from singlehood, and that's exactly what they did. I stood there, shocked, wondering how my private life had become a spiritual issue. From that day, whenever my pastor preached about marriage, my name always finds its way into the sermon. He will always shout, "Some of you will marry this year," and heads will turn towards me, as if I was carrying nations' marriage delay on my back. One day after service, a member approached me saying he found a woman for me, but I politely declined. I kept saying no until he went to tell my pastor. The pastor and the elders of the church summoned me. They reminded me of my age and the time we were in. They questioned why I kept turning down offers, even when I know that I must marry before I become a pastor. After the sermoning, I decided to give in to their demands, thinking that there was no harm in trying. I met the lady they found for me and we started dating. At first, it was going smoothly. I was being a man of God and she was being a woman of God. 3 months later, I crossed the line I shouldn't have crossed. My desire got better part of me and we ended up in bed. 1 month later, she came up to me and told me that she was pregnant. And that was when my life turned upside down. Immediately the church heard about it, I was suspended for 5 months. My family also had issues with her because of her attitude towards them. She wasn't working, so the financial burden fell on me. I saved up a little money and started up a business for her, but it collapsed in no time. I became financially unstable and emotionally drained. In fact, I lost myself. As if that wasn't enough, the pressure from the church to marry her grew stronger. My dreams of becoming a pastor started fading away. I started avoiding some services because the atmosphere felt so heavy. I promised myself that I would never leave, even if everyone abandons me. Because I didn't marry the girl, she went back to her father's house with my child. I take responsibility of his feeding and I always send money to them, but I didn't want to marry her. Because of the way everything went, nobody wants to give me the chance to become a pastor anymore in the church, but I kept going. It's been 3 years now and I met someone I can proudly say is my choice. A young woman in her early 20s who brings me peace, who makes me happy, and also loves me the way I've always wanted to be loved. But I'm stuck with the weight of my past, the memory of that Sunday, and the expectation of my church. I don't know how to tell them the truth. The truth that I've found love, that the choice they made for me was never mine. Because everyone keeps blaming me for impregnating an innocent girl and leaving her with a child. Yes, I take the blame of all my actions, but she played a part in what happened. She always visits at odd hour and said that she wants both of us to do night vigil. And in the course of praying, we couldn't hold it anymore. How do I go about this with my church knowing that they gave me one and I messed it up? Hey lovers, thank you for joining me today to clean my kitchen. I love you guys so much. Please, if you have not joined me, if you have not subscribed, please do. Please join my community to grow. Your follow is actually very much welcomed. I appreciate all you do and I see you. Thanks for always joining. Please support what I am doing so that I'll be able to make money out of it. I love you guys so much and thank you for joining. If you need anything, pap, whatever that you need, please, I am here to serve you right. Thanks for always being here. See you in my next video, guys. Bye.